Brooding can refer as the period immediately after hatch when special care and attention must be given to chicks to ensure their health and survival. Chickens need supplementary heat when they hatch because they are unable to maintain their body temperatures. The heat can be supplied by a broody hen or more usually by brooders fueled by electricity, gas or oil. During the brooding period, the chickens need warm, shelter, fresh air, proper food, and clean water. As the chicken grows, its downy coat is replaced by feathers, and the brooding temperature can be gradually reduced until supplementary heat is discontinued at about 3 to 4 weeks. For preparation brooding, we have floor space requirements and preparation get-in chicks. For floor space requirements, overcrowding and lack of feeder and drinker space can cause some chickens to grow slowly. Their suggested space requirements are shown in Table 1. For preparation get-in chicks, firstly, clean and disinfect the brooding area some days before the chickens arrive, so there is time for the area to dry. Second, cover the floor with dry absorbent litter materials such as wood shavings, rice hulls, chopped straw, sawdust, or shredded paper to a depth of 50 mm. Thirdly, place a surround of cardboard, metal sheeting or masonite around the brooding area. The surround should be about 450 mm high to protect the chickens from draughts, and the enclosed area should provide at least 50 cm square of floor space for each bird. Lastly, depending upon the outside temperature, switch the brooder on at least 2 hours before the chickens arrive so that the area is warm and the necessary adjustment to temperature can be made. Next slide is what we must do for the first 2 days and after 3 days. For the first 2 days, the litter in the brooding area should be covered with newspaper. Next, starter cleaned feed and fresh water must be provided. Place feeders and drinkers near the heat source. Sprinkle food liberally on the newspaper to encourage the chickens to eat. Also, dip each chicken's beak in the water as it is placed in the brooder to encourage it to drink. With large number, it will not be possible to do this with all of the chickens, but at least for 10% of the flock. For after 3 days, the newspaper can be removed. The feeders and drinkers move further away from the heat source and the surround gradually expanded until it can be removed completely at 2 weeks. Make sure that the brooder room is well ventilated but that the chickens are free from draughts. Next is temperature slide. The brooder must be capable of providing a temperature of 33 degrees Celsius even in the coldest conditions. It must be adjustable so that a steady temperature can be maintained. As the chicken grow, the temperature can be adjusted as shown in Table 1. To alter the temperature in accordance with Table 1, it should be reduced gradually by 1 degree Celsius every 2 to 3 days. Generally, supplementary heat can be discontinued at the end of the 4th week. Temperatures are to be used only as a guide because the best way to adjust the temperature for the comfort of the chicks is to observe their behavior. If they crowd near the heat source and chirp loudly, the temperature is too low. If they move well away from the heat source and start panting, they are too hot. Ideally, they should be fairly quiet and spaced evenly under and around the heat source as shown at diagram 5. The temperature can be adjusted by raising or lowering the lamp. The next slide is feeding. Starter feed is protein dense, usually have 20 to 24% protein, and designed to meet the dietary requirements of baby chicks. Chicks between 6 and 20 weeks of age should be switched to grower feed, which contains less protein than starter feed that have 16 to 18% protein, and less calcium than typically layer feed varieties. Birds should have unrestricted access to food and water. To reduce feed wastage, the feeders should be gradually raised as the birds grow. Cleaning will have to be carried out at least twice daily until the chicks have grown sufficiently and the feeders and drinkers can be raised above the litter.
After going through the starter phase for 21st days, the chicken will go through the fattening and growing phase. The house system that used for the chicken is the deep litter system, where the system has a solid wall measuring 1 meter with good ventilation. The floor is covered with bedding like sawdust with a depth of 8 to 10 cm and always keep it dry to prevent any disease from appearing. The chicken is fed twice a day in the morning and evening. Feed and water containers are available to reduce food from spilling and causing waste. The lamp that was previously used will be removed. This is because the chicken no longer needs additional light. The weight of the chicken will be weighed and recorded every week to find out if the chicken is growing well or not. After reaching the appropriate age, which is 36 days, the chicken will be slaughtered to be sold in the market. The house needs to be cleaned and disinfected for the entire of the new chickens.
The chicken will be slaughtered. Next will be processing. Next will be the marketing. After that, we also ship the clean out to clean and prepare for a new batch chicken. The harvesting phase, we will slaughter the chicken using the halal slaughter method, which is the animal must be alive and healthy. The slaughter must be performed by a Muslim. The slaughter must say a blessing before the cutting the throat. The knife must be sharp and free of any need or blasphemy. The cut must be made in the single swipe. The blood must be allowed to drain complete from the carcass. Next, the phase of processing. We do the clean the carcass, which is scale to soften the attachment of the feather, pluck to remove the feather, head remove, gutter or to remove the internal organ, wash to remove the blood and soil from the carcass. The hot is the cut to remove the feet, chill to prevent the bacteria spoiling, drain to the remove excess water from the carcass. Next we will do a cutting. First we will weigh. After that we cut selection to divide the carcass into the desired portion, which is breast, drumstick and underarms. Next we pack in the plastic bag to protect the carcass or portion and chill or frozen for the storage. For marketing, we promote our product via media social, which is WhatsApp, Facebook, TikTok. We also do the poster to communicate or promote our product in the wall of building. So lastly, we promote the product to our friend and family. Lastly, sheet clean out. The sheet is the clean and prepare for the next batch of the day old sheet. This involves removing the bedding, brushes, floor, scrubbing the feet, fans, clean out water lines, scrubbing fan blades and other equipment and checking rodent station. High pressure hoses clean the wall the sheet thoroughly. The floor beds are usually rammed earth and because the low water volume are used, there is a little water runoff. Once the sheet has been thoroughly cleaned, it must be disinfected.